Good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Monday, the 7th of April. Welcome in, everyone. It's so good to see you. Thank you, mods, for being here. Hello, NJs and YouTuber. Hello, Sassy. Thank you so much for being in here to moderate. You do such a great job. I really appreciate each of you. Hello, Town Chat Cafe. And Kai and Linda, Reba, Deborah Harris, SI officer, good to see you. I saw your email. If you've sent me an email in the last 24 hours, I will get to it. I did not yesterday. Hello, Castle and Hot Dam and Ocean Joy, Brown Eyed Girlies. Hi, Cece. Hi, Caroline Miller. Hello. Brenda Sue, Lisa Knapp. Hi, Panda Bear's mom. We are here. We're going to be discussing Sebastian Rogers this morning. Hi, Mama First, Purple Sneakers. We are going to be discussing Sebastian Rogers. Before we go on, we have a dear friend, June, that's always been in our chat. And this morning I went to make sure someone else wasn't blocked. They said they couldn't comment in the chat, and June's name was in our block list, and she's a dear friend of our channels. So if any of you see her out and about, please tell her it was an error. Please. But welcome in, everyone. We are going to discuss Sebastian for a little while this morning. We've been talking about evidence, going over things that we think could be evidence. They say there's a mountain of evidence, and when we really stop and look, I tend to think there is. We talked about KP's watch, KP's phone, KP's laptop, KP's GPS, KP's dash cam. We talked about CP's phone, any devices he has. We talked about the geofencing, which will capture any cell phone pings, which will of people in a virtual radius, whether maybe there were people who shouldn't have been around, strangers who didn't belong there, people who it was odd that they were in that area between 12 and 6. And so they can capture that. The watch can capture steps, heart rate, sleeping patterns. Was the heart rate resting between the now bedtime of 11 p.m. and 6 a.m.? Were there a lot more steps like there were in the Alex Murdaugh case when he said he was napping at the time of the unalivings of his family, wife and son, and they saw him taking more, or they analyzed that he had taken more steps than normal, 70 steps a minute for 4 minutes. So they can use this information, and we've been going over it because it really is a digital case, in my opinion. Okay, so they have a lot of devices. They have the Texas Roadhouse footage. They have the neighbor's Ring cameras, the more sophisticated cameras that have night vision or audio. They have the businesses that have cameras. And I would like to say one thing is they do not have to go and get the footage from every single business when there is a crime. So you know how when we've been talking, we're like, oh, they didn't get there in time, they didn't get here in time. Now that may be true for many businesses, but there may be businesses that are registered with them on the Fusus, so they get it, they can access it real time automatically. Hello, everyone coming in. Hello, Purple Sneakers. Hello, Brown Eyed Girlies. Lisa B. Always. Nicey Marie, good to see you. Hey, Brianna's World. Granny to 13. Hi, Deanna Downey. Hi, Caroline Miller. Bliss Blessings, good morning. Perfect Pun. How are you, Jenny Mount? Deanna. Mama Ken 41. Des. Ginger Girl's mom. It's so good to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here to mod. Hi, Robin. Hi, Sped Teacher. Hi, Tam here. Hi, Christine, Alaska. So we've been talking about, like I said, the evidence. So then we heard that unverified, we know unverified evidence would be the flashlight video. Law enforcement has not verified that. The 3 a.m. car, law enforcement has not verified that to us. The trash bag of clothes from the landfill, law enforcement has not verified that with us. That came, Justin broke that. And it was a comment that he shared. It did not come from law enforcement, any intelligence agency. That was me, forgive me, reading a message on the fly, which I'm going to get better at not doing. And also, please remember to put in my opinion when you put something in the chat that you have not verified. Thank you so much. I want to read a beautiful poem before we get started. Don't forget to join me for Lori Vallow's opening statements today. I have a new laptop. I have tested the sound. Go watch the trailer if you would. It's a little short 2-minute video. I noticed I was talking too quietly, so I have turned up the sound since then, but we do have audio. I have the new laptop. I'm not on it right now, just in case. Saving it for the Valo case. We'll be in there streaming. I'm going to start at 10:30 so I can give a little background information regarding Charles Vallow, Lori Vallow's fourth husband, who was unalived by her brother, and she is on trial for conspiracy to commit murder for Charles's murder. Her brother died of natural causes. Very strange. So many people have died in this case. It's conspiracy, it's cult. It's as they were investigating. An investigator said the scariest thing is as they're investigating, all these people are dying. Right. So don't miss it. I'll catch you up. I need to catch myself up and give myself some reminders. We'll do it together. Let's stream this trial together. And I hope to see you there in 2.5 hours. So let me read this poem to you. Just a beautiful poem about Sebastian that was shared with us, shared with me by Seashore Annie. Beautiful, beautiful. And I have her permission to give her name and to give her credit. I'll go through your messages. I see Lisa B always has a major problem with the new. I I have many major problems with that Dateline article. I have a major problem with the new timeline from the Dateline article, in my opinion. There is a lot from that article, Lisa B always, that is shocking. She's hedging the 6 a.m. Good morning, Frank. She's hedging the 6 a.m. Hi, Wanda Dupree. Right? Now it's about 6 a.m. The phone call with Chris started after she was driving around. No more searching at the beach high. Now it's as she arrived, she was told to turn around and go home. Stopping to see discussing with a walker, asking a walker who was walking their dog if they had seen Sebastian, if she had seen Sebastian. So she's letting us know she rolled her window down, allegedly. A lot's really disturbing, in my opinion. Also waking him up and going, hey, dude, excuse me, dude, time to get up. Never heard that before. Her last words out loud, we don't know that morning before she panicked. We don't know. Yes. Glad you brought it up. Just thought. CP said on Nancy Grace it takes 3 hours and 37 minutes work to home, door to door, right? Yes, he did. On 2/25/24, he was relieved at his job at 11. He was home at 1:30. Do the math, just saying. I have been doing the math, And actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Purple Sneakers, because I was going to ask locals in the area if you have, because I did it 2 ways in maps. And the early one took over 4 hours, and then one was the 3 hours and 30 minutes. However, it said 3 hours and 15 minutes when I did it one time, and it said light traffic. Okay. Now I want to ask a local, is there any back road or back way or shortcut that Maps isn't pulling up for us that you locals are aware of that would only take 2.5 hours to get from St. Jude's to 1008? That's kind of what I'm trying to poke around. And I'm going to make another note of that. Is there another route? Remember we talked about the route, the Great River Road that runs along the Memphis or the Mississippi River. Sorry, good morning. It's a little early for me. Great comments. Something to think about, right? And again, we are 14 months since Sebastian Rogers was last seen. He's now 16. I'm sure he's much taller, might have facial hair, whatever the case may be, but he's not home. And we're still have a sliding timeline. And we know from the kick, critically, a timeline is critical, right? And we just can't get it right. It's added, it's deleted, it's changed, it's switched. I mean, however you want to put it. The timeline changes. And that also is evidence. So let's read this beautiful poem sent to me by Seashore Annie. It is about our dear Sebastian. And I love it. Excuse me. Affirm, acknowledge, assert, proclaim. Sebastian Rogers is his name. It's time this dear child was set free. He committed no crime. Now let him be. Your alibi's changed. Where were you that night? Memphis, Mississippi, or a 3-hour drive for a fight? And also, Seashore wanted us to know this is her opinion. She's not accusing anyone. There's no allegations. This is just her opinion in a poem she wrote for Sebastian. Let me begin again. Sorry, I wanted to get that in there. Affirm, acknowledge, assert, proclaim. Sebastian Rogers is his name. It's time this dear child was set free. He committed no crime. Now let him be. Your alibi's changed. Where were you that night? Memphis, Mississippi, or a 3-hour drive for a fight? You told Nancy Grace you were in a specific location. Now you say different. Did you change your occupation? It's not a good look. You're telling a lie or two. Admit the truth and tell all that you knew. Sebastian remains missing to this day. Do you know where he's at? You know darn well this isn't going away. Not while there is. And I don't want to say his name. Not while there is. Our friend Nick the Hat. A grave error occurred because you forgot. The reward on offer is true. A very kind and anonymous person is chasing every clue. The world is watching this desperate charade play out before our eyes. Will you will you all hold it together? Or are there fragile family ties? Loyalties change, conscience grows. Somebody is going to talk. It would be better if you told the truth to avoid the Green Mile walk. There is now only one way out, you know. Confess knowledge and bring him home. The world is watching. The world is waiting. You must feel very alone. As the walls tumble, life will crumble, but the good Lord will catch you. Just ask. He is waiting right now with open arms. It's time to peel back the mask. For better or worse, you're now being tested. Was she playing away while you were far away resting? Is it time now to open up and declare it wasn't you? Were you not there? Accidents happen, panic and snares, but there's a missing child and the whole world cares. Speak to our Heavenly Father, pick up the phone and call the law. It's time to give up the secrets. That time is now for sure. Sebastian is somewhere and it's time to bring him home. I doubt he's as far away as Rome. Do you know where he is? Tell what you know and feel the tension lift. Come on now, please. No more rift to rift. Everyone is now had enough. It's time you did the right thing and called her bluff. Then call 911 and say, I know the location. Save yourself from eternal damnation. Affirm, acknowledge, assert, proclaim. Sebastian Rogers is his name. It's time this dear child was set free. He committed no crime. Now let him be. Credit to Seashore Annie. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. What did you all think? I just think that's beautiful. Hello, everyone. We are going to be discussing a new piece of digital evidence, that I have learned about. You may already know about it. If you live locally, you may know it already exists. And you may also know that Hendersonville is, I'm on Arizona time, Tam, here. So I'm at 8:16 right now. I'm 3 hours behind Eastern right now. And if you live in Hendersonville, you may have already known it existed, but I did not. So it's something else, digital evidence that we can share, and it has license plate readers and like a crime center, real-time crime center where law enforcement can tap in. They don't specifically have to go to businesses that have registered with them. So when we say, oh man, law enforcement never made it out there, they may not have had to. And that, you know what I'm saying? It may be a business that's registered with them on Fusus. So very interesting system. We're going to discuss it a little bit. And I will be on again in a couple hours for the Lori Vallow Daybell trial, the Doomsday Mom, cult, conspiracy, power, sex, money. So we also have, remember, we are going to be live streaming that, and let's go ahead. That's a beautiful poem. And again, I want to credit Seashore Annie with that. It's beautiful. And if we have time, I will go ahead and end with it as well, because I just think it's gorgeous. NJ's, thank you for gifting that membership. If you get the membership from NJ's, please thank her. And NJ's, thank you so much for your kindness and allowing someone else to join our Saturday reunions. Let's see. Let's see what's being said. I'm trying to get through some of your comments here. Hello, all I need is Jesus, YouTuber. Okay, I'll go back to those. Hi, Karen Powers. Hello, everyone in here. Let's go ahead and I want to read some things to you. Okay. About the Fusus system before I go into the document. Okay. And sorry if you can hear my dogs. They're right next to me. Okay. So it's really their city surveillance system, but it also goes through the county of Sumner County. Fusus is a real-time operations platform that integrates camera feeds from various sources, including existing private and public camera networks, live streams from body worn cameras, and Ring doorbell cameras. It can turn dumb cameras into smart ones with object recognition capabilities. Fusus is a platform that can extract live video feeds from various sources, including traffic cameras. It can integrate camera feeds from existing private and public camera networks, live streams from body worn cameras, and Ring doorbell cameras. So they can extract the live video feeds from businesses and private residents who sign up with them. And also, they have license plate readers on this in the city and county of Hendersonville. And Hendersonville actually spearheaded this for 6 other counties, for 6 other areas, including Sumner County. So Hendersonville is on top of this. So another piece of digital evidence, we know they have license plate readers. They have the Live Crime Center, which can extract live video from the traffic cameras, camera feeds from private and public camera networks, the body cameras, live streaming, Ring doorbell cameras. So they have their eyes on the streets. And my point is, regardless of whom pulled up at 3 a.m., who left at 3 a.m., who left with Sebastian, how Sebastian left that neighborhood, Fusus is a good tool that hopefully digitally captured what was going on. More so. And we know they have footage. So I want to learn a little bit about it. I think it's interesting. Check your city where you live and see if you have it. Or do you already know if you have it? And if you have it, do you want to register with your local police to help fight crime if they can tap into your live feed cameras? Interesting, right? Kind of feels sometimes it might feel like a breach of privacy. I don't know how it works. Someone said, well, I don't know if I want them, tapping in. Let me read you some more information on it. Let's see here. Okay. Fusus is a real-time crime center platform, now part of the Axon ecosystem, Axon being AXON, that integrates. Is Tony in here? Did you guys? Hi, Tony. Welcome in. That integrates public and private surveillance cameras, predictive policing, and other surveillance tools to enhance law enforcement operations and community safety. Okay, so again, this is a digital case in my opinion. Am I an officer? Absolutely not. On Facebook, Sumner County has a camera registry program for their residents, for businesses and locals. Thank you all so much. Bliss Blessings, thank you so much for your donation of 5 Crime Time Buzz memberships. We are growing and growing. And if you receive one of those memberships, please thank Bliss. And thank you, Bliss. And we will see you all at Saturday at our reunion. And everyone welcome Bliss in. And Jenny Mount, perfect pun. Thank you for your support for 5 months. Best fam on these streets. Aw, we have a great community, don't we? And thank you for that. Thank you, everyone, for being here. There's lots of inconsistencies, SI officer, in my opinion. Yes. So they have a registry. So if you live in Sumner County, register. Think about it. Go see what it's about. And check your city. Check your town. They also have a system of it includes, a system of license plate readers, LPRs, along its streets to notify police of stolen vehicles and vehicles with known connections to crimes, and also has a program to allow residents to integrate their personal surveillance cameras into the crime fighting efforts. The Hendersonville Police Department utilizes license plate readers cameras to identify vehicles of interest, including stolen vehicles and those linked to criminal activity. Resident camera integration. The Hendersonville Police Department, along with other Sumner County law enforcement agencies, has rolled out a program called Fusus that allows residents and businesses to integrate their personal surveillance cameras, giving law enforcement access to their video in real time during a crime with the camera owner's permission. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Peggy. So, would you sign up for it? What do you think? It's crime fighting. We love to help. Would you sign up, or would you feel it's too invasive? We here on True Crime love to help. Would that be going a little out of your comfort zone? Or are you looking it up, going to sign up so you can be a crime fighter from home so they can help them real time live? Interesting, right? Crime Tracer Investigative Platform. The Hendersonville Police Department also has access to SoundThinking's Crime Tracer, which was formerly CopLink X, which we are, if we have time, I have that written down. I'm going to make another note of it, that we can explain what that is as well in more detail. Okay. It's an investigative platform that is through a statewide contract. And now, what do y'all think? Put a 1 if you would sign up for it, Fusus, if it's in your area or you have, and put a 2 if you're not sure or would not. Hi, Mally Cat. Hi, Too Many Shoes. Hi, Maria Gutierrez. Hi, Raymond Thomas. Hi, Me and You. Hi, Ann Burrows. Hi, Gam Gam 2. Carrie Reiner. A 1 if you would sign up if it's in your area, and a 2, hi, Alcoholic, good to see you, if you would not. In 2 hours, we will be, hi, Elizabeth. In 2 hours, we will be streaming. Well, we will be doing a little pre-trial, pre-opening statements update. Want to talk a little bit about Charles Vallow, how he died. Ones. Good. So you guys I figured my crime fighters, you'd be in there. I know, Karen, it's kind of a thing. Would you want them all accessed? Right. Maybe some. Interesting. Yeah. I thought a lot. Well, Robin, I wonder if it's in your area. Everyone, let's all check our areas when we get off of here and see if our towns have Fusus. Ginger Girl says we have them here in Canada in our high crime areas. Awesome. All the way to Canada. Carrie Reiner said they can have my camera footage. Heck, we truly don't know who sees it anyway. Right, exactly. Let me share a site with you. We'll go into a little bit more detail of what it entails, what Axon is. Axon Fusus. Okay, make sure you can see what I'm seeing. Okay. Hide the comment real quick. Thank you so much, Jenny, for your 5 months of support. Time flies, right? When you have fun. Mods, my phone's on mute, so if you're texting me that individuals are in here like you normally do. I better, sorry. Oh, there it went. Okay. Axon Fusus, sorry, let me get off there, is a real-time crime center platform, RTCC, designed to enhance public safety operations. I think it's fabulous. I really, really do, especially when we think about missing children. The more cameras, the more eyes, the more we become aware that we need to do these things, sadly, right? We need to get our phones out and film when we see things that are going on that might be dangerous, concerning. We need to say something when we see something, and we see things, don't we? So this is just amazing. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna sign up. Absolutely. Axon Fusus is a real-time crime center platform designed to enhance public safety operations. It is rapidly deployable and fully automated, allowing agencies to respond to critical incidents more efficiently. The platform features a map-based interface, which is not available to the public. I looked, that integrates with any CAD system, which is a computer system, providing greater situational awareness and operational intelligence. Additionally, Fusus can extract live video feeds from various sources, such as drones and security cameras, and send them to emergency operation centers. In February of 24, Axon announced its acquisition of Fusus, further strengthening its capabilities in real-time operations. So we're going to go to the site now. And I want to make sure you moved along with me here, or if you're, okay, let me get you on there. 1 second. No, you're not there. Hold on. Let me stop the screen. What block parent mama first? What is block? Hi, Pale Rider. Good to see you. May I ask? Okay, blocked parent. I'm going to write that down. What is blocked parent? Thank you. Okay. Real-time operations platform, a unified public safety system ecosystem. Look at this. For connected communities. This is amazing. It's like Big Brother. Look at all the eyes on everything. They have traffic cameras, license plate readers, business cameras, local homes, right? And it says unify your public safety assets. Real-time intelligence. Provide officers in the field with real-time data. Axon Fusus pulls together video and data feeds from a variety of sources and apps, meaning officers receive the best intelligence quickly. Okay, and I'm going to show you the features. Make sure you have it. Okay, good. Let me take this comment down, sorry. Karen Powers says they have flock cameras. Oh, I learned so much from you all. They have flock cameras in their area, her area, and the LE is always busting crime with them. That's amazing. Oh, oh my gosh, Carrie. Carrie Reiner, oh my gosh, the liability. Carrie Reiner said, my baby girl fell at school Friday and was hurt so much she had to be taken to the ER. Can you believe the school called another child's dad and didn't realize it until he came to the school and said, "Oh my gosh." Heads are rolling there. Oh my gosh. What if he had, I was just going to say, what if that call had gone to the wrong kind of individual? Carrie continued with, what if he had been a pedo and took my baby? Scary thoughts. That's a lot of liability, Carrie. I hope you're pursuing that. I'm serious. That's serious on our end of a school. So that's something I would pursue. Lisa says, we used to have safe homes. I'm writing all this down, y'all, where the occupants give their fingerprints to LE for clearance to post the sign for children to go to for safety. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm writing that down. Oh, so safe homes. Wow. That's amazing. And Carrie, that is horrible. And I'm so glad nothing horrible happened other than her injury, right? And the trauma, what you all went to. And HGG, hello. Yes, in Dallas, we had safe house signs in our window. Amazing. I've never heard of it either, Sassy. Hi, Mari Kari Cami. Hi, Raymond. Okay, I'm going to hide this, not because they're not amazing. Hello, Elizabeth, and thank you so much for the sweet super sticker. Love that you've got 2 Z's in your name. Cute. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to go over this with you. We've already covered that it is a map-based interface, and it's not available to the public, obviously, or that would give criminals the ability to dodge cameras and license plate readers, right? And other businesses and homes that are involved in the live feed. So public is not privy to the map. Fuse 1 is a map-based interface. We already read that. Okay. It is a unified single platform. We need more of those of every kind. We need it. We need national databases for CPS. We need unified platforms, such as NCIC, all of it. So we don't have to go state to check, because how many people move from a state to another state to avoid CPS? Think about it. Fuse 1 streamlines emergency and incident management by fusing all the community's video assets into a single platform. It enables real-time crime centers, that big center we looked at with the screens everywhere, to efficiently gather intelligence, and provides first responders with the tools to efficiently monitor and rapidly respond to evolving situations. Combine all real-time video and data sources, whether it's a drone, a traffic camera, a private cell phone video, a building security camera, or a bomb disposal robot. Fusus can extract that's interesting, a bomb disposal robot. Fusus can extract the live video feed and send it to your emergency operations center and officers in the field. We create a unified public safety ecosystem that combines video with our other data utilities like floor plans and camera registry maps. Interesting, right? And as these things are going through our heads, Tony, if you're still in here, I've been quoting you the last couple of days, you and Seth, saying there's a mountain of evidence, and many saying they don't have evidence. And we've gone over so much of our unprofessional just by researching, right? What we could have. their devices, the Apple Watch, the geofencing pings, which is not just their devices, but their dash cam, people's dash cams, GPSs, Ring cameras, the Texas Roadhouse footage, more sophisticated CCTV, audio, video, night vision, all of it is available. And now we're finding out Hendersonville and Sumner County have Fusus. So we know they can read license plates from that evening, that morning, that whatever they're looking at in their investigation. We also know that they can look at drone footage, traffic cameras, private cell phone videos registered, building security cameras registered. So, we can't assume anymore when we're discussing a crime or a situation, if it's we can't assume that law enforcement doesn't have the footage because they didn't go there, because it could be a business registered or a home registered with their Fusus. Okay. It's a unified ecosystem, and it combines video with other data like the floor plans and camera registry maps. Amazing. They have access to internal dynamic and tactical camera feeds. Fusus creates a truly comprehensive common operating picture by enabling you to bring the internal cameras from private and commercial buildings into a common network. It also creates an advantage for your tactical teams by enabling dynamic camera feeds from UAVs, helicopters, robots, and squad vehicles to be viewed directly from the Fusus One map interface. So absolutely, even commercial buildings, internal cameras. Let's see, helicopters, UAVs, robots, squad vehicles, all into one map, one dynamic feed. And this is digital evidence. And we know there's evidence that hasn't been verified, right? And we've talked about that. The flashlight video has not been verified by law enforcement. The 3 a.m. vehicle has not been verified by law enforcement. The bag of trash, clothes, found Sebastian's clothes at the landfill has not been verified by law enforcement. Okay. As a matter of fact, by the way, if you recall, I said when we began, I read that comment off the fly of who may have sent that to Justin, and it's inaccurate. And I'm learning to stop reading comments off the fly, and I apologize. It was a comment that Justin picked up. No one in law enforcement, in any intelligence with dog at night, Sumner County, anyone sent that to him. My mistake. I read a comment off the chat. It was just so out loud, and I'm not going to do that anymore. And if you leave a comment, please say "in my opinion," unless you have receipts or verification, and I will do my best not to read out loud on the fly. Configurable roles, but so we have verified evidence, and then the verified evidence that we have really is so very small, right? An Amber Alert, and we know in Tennessee, based on what we learned in the last couple of days, the local law enforcement must confirm to TBI that there has been an abduction, an unlawful abduction, and imminent danger and harm. And they have to confirm that. So we know that right there, they could confirm that sometime between the dispatch call at 6:33 a.m. on the 26th and on the 27th, when TBI enacted the Amber Alert. Sumner County realized that Sebastian had not run away, and they had evidence to confirm it to TBI, because that's the rule. We read it. And then TBI evaluates it, approves it or not. And if they approve it, Then they activate the Amber Alert. All of that occurred from 6:33 a.m. on the 26th to when the Amber Alert was activated on the 27th. So very early on, they knew Sebastian wasn't a runaway, in my opinion, based on what Tennessee does with their Amber Alerts. And we read that a couple of times already. Configurable roles-based access. Fusus 1 can be configured to only display the information that matters based on the role of the user. 911, patrol, SWAT operators, and investigators, for instance, may have different views and access levels based on their predefined settings. That's cool. That's super cool. So, for instance, wherever you work or may work, like I'll give you mine. For instance, I, as a teacher, would be seeing a different view as maybe a principal or a guidance counselor or the secretary administrations. Really cool. So everyone sees what's required, what they need to see based on their role. That is super cool. Okay. Let's talk about their mobile intelligence. Oh, sorry, a little large. Want to make sure you're with me here on when I change the screen. Make sure you changed. Okay. There was a comment that someone who works for a trash hauling fleet, I'm answering a couple questions about the landfill real quick. There was a person who left a comment on Clutch Them Pearls, or Clutch Them Pearls shared it with us. Hi, Justice for Kilo. That the person works for a trash haul fleet and they tipped their truck at the Kentucky landfill and said they were there when law enforcement was there. They were there when law enforcement was there, and I witnessed them removing a trash bag of Sebastian's clothing from the landfill. That is not verified. That did not come from anyone from the investigation, from any side. It is just unverified, like the flashlight, like the 3 a.m. car, like the audio, like the video images in the backyard. Okay. But it is something we have shared. And if indeed it is accurate, it breaks my heart. It puts a perspective on it that we've gone over already. Thank you, Carrie Reiner. You're so sweet. You're awesome too. Okay. So we're going to just put that in our little pile with the flashlight video, with our other things, and we're going to sit tight. And what we're thinking about is all the evidence they have. And we've been going through it because what could they have? What do they have? Well, we've seen a lot now going through it, learning systems and things that they can do. And I haven't even shared yet the FBI, the Secret Service, and I'll get to it. I know I keep telling you that. We have some thank yous before we move on. Outer Banks, thank you so much for being here. I have the app, but can't log in. Is it an app? Go to your city's Facebook page. Now, Sumner County has their registry on the Facebook page. Or contact, I don't know if it's an app. Look at this. The OPS app enables it's an app for the responders. You may want to contact your city. Thank you so much for the sweet donation. Great question. I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be registering my rings, my front and back ones. I wonder if you register your dash cams too. Right? Thank you, NJs. Always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Thank you for all you do and for your graciousness. Thank you, my friend. All of you. Okay, let's read it. This is their mobile intelligence. You know, we learn things, or I learn things, and then I think, oh man, you know, I had a wrong perspective about a few things, right? SI officer, I heard that. Before we go on, I want to address this. Great comment. As to the clothes, I had heard Katie had donated a bag of clothes, but then someone had stated that she donated face clothes, but I thought she was referring to Sebastian's. Seth had addressed that on one of his lives, and Tony had, that there was a bag of clothes that was donated to Goodwill. Someone contacted Seth, and of course Seth went there, and they were not Sebastian's clothes. They were smaller clothes. Okay. So that is all I know about clothes donated. Okay. So I'm going to give you everything I know, my friends. Okay. So let's keep going, because we want to get off of here in a little bit so we can have some coffee, a little more coffee and some breakfast before the trial. Brown Eyed Girls, your Cadillac converter was stolen. That has been happening a lot in Arizona, the metropolitan areas. That has been happening, a lot. Well, Karen Powers, great point. It should be that if you allow them to tap into your live feeds on your dash cam, that you are not held accountable for reporting yourself for speeding, right? Or something like that, changing lanes without putting on that can't be what they use it for. That's a great point. There should be like a contract in there, right? Maybe there is. Oh, Carrie Reiner, the landfill came from a very respected channel. And he broke it first, and his members only, and then afterwards, and then I came on after. I didn't want to come on, and I wanted to let him be able to share it. So Clutch Them Pearls, he's wonderful. And he shared it. It's not verified. And it's just a comment. It didn't come from anyone investigating, involved in the case, whether it be law enforcement, intelligence, Dog, Nick, Hong, anyone, no one. It was just a comment, and I apologize for reading out loud. I apologize, because I need to stop reading comments out loud as I'm reading them for the first time. But it's just a comment. It's not verified, along with many other things in this case. And law enforcement does not need to verify anything for us, because we thought they had nothing based on what Sheriff Craddock was saying. And as we go through things, there is an absolute possibility of the mountain of evidence. Yes, thank you, Bliss Blessings, for your support for 2 months. Always a pleasure to see you. Love this family. CTB, you are one classy creator. Thank you. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. Truly do. I appreciate the support you all give the channel. I love it that you don't like the drama and you appreciate not having the drama. Thank you for being just amazing. Truly. Mobile intelligence. The OPS app puts the full power of Axon Fusus in the pockets of first responders. The OPS app enables first responders in the field to transmit their location, send panic alerts. Wow. Send and receive image and text alerts, and communicate directly with the command center. OPS app is available via iOS or Android compatible devices. So that's just, that app is just for law enforcement, right? Geolocation. Ooh. In common operating picture. The digital evidence doesn't lie, just the people in some cases. The OPS app enables remote overwatch for command and control of all first responders. Let me pause for a second. If you follow the Summer Wells case, we're going to talk about Summer Wells the next live we do. A little bit of, stuff has been said that I want to comment on. I want to share with you. Sweet Summer. Oh, that case, she melts my heart. Real-time geolocations of police, fire, EMS, and public works are all available within the Fusus One map. And by the way, I don't want you to think she's been located or there's any evidence. No, of course, it's just more stuff being discussed, nothing from law enforcement. Real-time geolocations of police, fire, EMS, and public works are all available within the Fuse One map, including helpful utilities like telestration. Interesting. I'm writing that down. Telestration and public works are all available within the Fuse One map, including helpful utility. Like telestration and floor plans, creating a common operating picture. And it enables easy communication with command and control, including panic alerts, photo and streaming video from field users' mobile devices. Team management. The OPS Teams functionality enables the easy grouping and tracking of teams and personnel by team name and call sign. Color-coded teams and easy to search and sort lists enables emergency management staff like Ken Widener in Sumner County, remember? Out there searching. They did such a great search in the beginning. And remember that first week, and then little by little, we were like, what's going on? Where did it get messy here? What's happening? And now as we look back, we realize they were learning things that were changing things. Color-coded teams and easy to search. You know that map that Ken Widener has shown on the news and Ken Barris has shared? I wonder if that's part of their Fusus system. Color-coded teams, and I think of that because his map's color-coded. Color-coded teams and easy to search and sort lists enables emergency management staff and tactical personnel to work more efficiently in complex and evolving situations. Listen 911 call information. Now, 911 was not called. The local sheriff's office was called, and it reached dispatch. Dispatch was notified at 6:33 a.m. Verifying information on that call. In the beginning interviews, CP says he called. I called. Never mentions a three-way for a while, until I believe it was Olivia's interview where KP's tapping the table and says, "Oh, yeah, three-way call." You know, it was odd, in my opinion, allegedly awkward. Go back and watch if you want to. It's strange. Listen enables, in my opinion, listen enables first responders to listen to 911 calls on the way to the scene. Maybe that's another reason some people don't call 911. They don't want it recorded. They don't want them to be listening to it on the way to the scene. Better equipping them to recognize who's calling and hear a firsthand description of the need for service. Provide immediate replays of calls for service so first responders can revisit or clarify details in real time, and automatically transcribes each 911 call for quicker search and investigative capabilities. Now, they have a lot. They really, really have a lot that they could and most likely have gathered. I would as well, AMC. Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I will. AMC says, my first case was Gabby, then Maddie Soto, then Riley, then Sebastian. AMC, Gabby Petito is how I even found true crime on YouTube. Just wanting to see everything I could about her. disappearance. And that's how I found the true crime community. Didn't even know it existed. Susan says, okay, so no runaway supplies. How else does someone run off without shoes and accessories? Is on the spot fear. No one stops for shoes when running in fear. Correct. And I thought that. But Seth had brought up a really good point. If he was running for his life, he would have ran out that door and straight out into the street or somewhere, keep running, and he would have been captured on someone's camera. Because I thought the same thing. Running for his life. Susan says, back door was noisy. I believe that was the thud. We're hearing about an alleged argument that was overheard at 10 p.m., which could also alleged, rumored, unverified, which could also be, like Peter Hyatt said, that thud time might be very significant to when things were going down, in his opinion. Panda Bear's mom, thank you so much for your super sticker. You are a sweetie. Love the pup. Oh my goodness, how cute. What a cute picture. Thank you so much. You all, we are going to end with that poem again. My friend met a proctor in Karen Reed's case. Ooh. Yes, please don't mention other creators. I do sometimes, like if I've taken something from them, but because other people weigh in and they just sometimes aren't, kind. We know that. Let's go ahead and read this poem again because it's absolutely amazing. It is from Seashore Annie. And I love it. Okay, credit to Seashore Annie. Thank you, Sassy. You all are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Excuse me. Let's end with this because it's beautiful. And Seashore wants us to know, Seashore Annie, that this is her opinion, her feelings, her thoughts. She's not accusing anyone. Affirm, acknowledge, assert, proclaim. Sebastian Rogers is his name. It's time this dear child was set free. He committed no crime, now let him be. Your alibis changed? Where were you that night? Memphis, Mississippi, or a 3-hour drive for a fight? You told Nancy Grace you were in a specific location. Now you say different. Did you change your occupation? It's not a good look. You're telling a lie or two. Admit the truth and tell all that you knew. Sebastian remains missing to this day. Do you know where he's at? You know darn well this isn't going away. Not while there is Nick the Hat. A grave error occurred because you forgot. The reward on offer is true. A very kind and anonymous person is chasing every clue. The world is watching this desperate charade play out before our eyes. Will you all hold it together, or are there fragile family ties? Loyalties change, conscience grows. Somebody is going to talk. It would be better if you told the truth to avoid the Green Mile walk. This is now only one way out, there is now only one way out, Confess, knowledge, and bring him home. The world is watching The world is waiting. You must feel very alone. As the walls tumble, life will crumble, but the good Lord will catch you. Just ask. He is waiting right now with open arms. It's time to peel back the mask. For better or worse, you're now being tested. Was she playing away while you were far away resting? It is time now to open up and declare, it wasn't you. Were you not there? Accidents happen, panic and snares, but there's a missing child and the whole world cares. Speak to our Heavenly Father, pick up the phone, and call the law. It's time to give up the secrets. That time is now for sure. Sebastian is somewhere, and it's time to bring him home. I doubt he's as far away as Rome. Do you know where he is? Tell what you know and feel the tension lift. Come on now, please. No more rift to rift. Everyone has now had enough. It's time you did the right thing and called her bluff. Then call 911 and say, I know the location. Save yourself from eternal damnation. Affirm, acknowledge, assert, proclaim. Sebastian Rogers is his name. It's time this dear child was set free. He committed no crime. Now let him be. Beautiful. Credit to Seashore Annie. Thank you, Seashore Annie, for sharing that with me. My email is crimetimebuzz@gmail.com. Let me read. I was looking at the comments a little bit before we sign off here. No child should have to live in fear that their parents are trying to get rid of them. I agree. What article are we reading? Are we talking about the Dateline article? Sorta Morta says, if you install cameras, do the cameras auto connect to the Fusus network and the camera went, has to say, no, I don't want to have mine connect. I'm not sure. I am not sure. It is crimetimebuzz@gmail.com. NBCnews.com AMC has the Dateline article. I also read it, but I can't remember which. Actually, I do think I have a video out reading it, but it's easier. Just go to NBCnews.com and you will see the Dateline article. It has been a pleasure to spend time with you this morning. We are Sebastian's Army. If you would like to volunteer to help Seth and everyone who is searching, please email at wearesebastiansarmy@gmail.com. Get your packet with your flyers and your bracelet, please. And also go to Seth's channel. Please subscribe. Watch the videos of Sebastian. They're adorable. They're wonderful. That's why we're here. And he also has a post, information from every state that you can, if you so choose to, email, snail mail, flyers, contact numbers. It's amazing. It's an amazing database Seth Rogers has created. Seth, we're here for you. Prayers up for you, Sebastian, everyone looking. May this become may we locate him, Sebastian, and begin justice for him, whether it be for putting his life on hold or anything else. Thank you all for being here. I hope to see you over in the Doomsday trial. She's representing herself. If you've ever seen Lori, she loves to perform. She loves the attention. If you watch the Dateline interview, holy wow. And apparently those, the pretrial hearings has been reported as circus feeling. And she's been very argumentative. She will be wearing not her orange jumpsuit and not her shackles, as she is the lead defense, but she will be wearing a shock vest under her civilian clothing in case she does anything illegal or dangerous. Hope to see you there. Hit the notification bell. I will be on again also for Sebastian and Summer. I'm not sure if that will be tonight or around this time tomorrow morning, but you don't want to miss it. And someone has sent me an amazing article about a video about Sebastian that I'm going through, and I will share with you on our next live, and also information that people are discussing unverified about Summer Wells. Thank you all. You are Sebastian's army. You truly are all the children's army. Thank you for your passion. Keep keeping on, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.